Hello, hello! Welcome back to another Genshin Impact replay stream. So since we finished up the Archon quest for Mondstadt last week, we're now going to be starting in on some character quests and world quests to spend a little more time in Mondstadt before we head off to Liyue. And today, we're going to be talking to Charles about the recent rumors of this Darknight hero in the Darknight hero's Alibi. And, oh, just a second, gotta adjust one setting real quick. We were having a bit of technical difficulties this particular stream. With Genshin, there's that kind of infamous white screen on launch error that I encountered, but thankfully it's all resolved and we're good to go. Alright, into the Angel's Share we go.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Darknight hero.
Paimon, he literally just said it's not a scary story.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening? Anyway, the Darknight hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice.
Batman.
But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors.
Oh my gosh, I love her
Unless, of
Mondstadt
course,
Batman.
he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence.
Has anyone ever seen him?
I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Darknight hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Darknight hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
Oh no! Do we have to play? Oh no! Alright, so oh man. We have to play Genius Invocation first. Alright, so I actually started that quest off stream because I am not fond of kind of the card game, and a lot of it is very kind of technical, and so I don't think it really makes necessarily for good streaming content. So you know what? But I think we need to finish it. So, context, if you haven't played Genshin but you're watching the stream or the recording of it, we went into the Cat's Tail here, and there's this really popular new card game that's not just in Mondstadt, it's honestly kind of spreading all across to that. That's a kind of combat card game, and the Cat's Tail's become the new hub for it. So this is the Cat's Tail. It's kind of cafe bar in Mondstadt. much more warm, laid-back, chill vibe compared to Angel's. Well, that's the wrong way to put it. Not really chill. It's more sophisticated is also the wrong word. It just has more of a, a cafe sort of feeling to it. Whereas with Angel's Share, it's, more of a pub. All right, I guess we are, after all, going to have to do some Genius Invocation. So the thing with Genius Invocation is that each of the cards is based off of, well, within this world, real people into that. And so, from like a gameplay perspective, that means you have card versions of each of your characters in the game.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
Dude, I sure have. Oh yeah, this is Sucrose. We're gonna like properly meet her later, but she is the assistant to the alchemist at the Knights of Favonius. She's a little anxious wreck. I love her.
That's right! The Traveler, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now!
I didn't notice you playing any matches, Paimon.
Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right.
Oh yeah, he's
to become
translating for the
official
cat.
players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test.
What does it entail? Sealing a Samaturl with a deck of cards?
It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
Same way you can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your ability. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
Where have I heard that before?
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh yeah, so Genius Invocation is based off a book series.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the casket of tomes is actually real?
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called caskets of tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a casket of tomes with them.
Oh, Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next. The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside.
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games. No. The real reason that it can sense other caskets is because it holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru scholars.
Darn, what a letdown.
Sounds like a convenient way of finding other TCG players.
All right, now let's see this casket of tomes already.
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes, use it to find another
kitties.
player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Okay, I think we just need to duel Diluc in order to free him up for his quest. Now, where's Margaret? Oh, is she outside? Hi, Diona. What you think about?
Let me guess. You're here to order a drink. Huh. Oh, it's you! So, how are your Genius Invocation matches going? You need to win 3 matches to become an official TCG player? Oh, yeah! Now you mention it, I remember there being some sort of rule about that. Why'd they have to make it so competitive? It's just a game. Why can't people just have fun?
Honestly, I agree.
I'll never understand why grown-ups have to put a bunch of stupid rules on everything.
Alright, let's go find Margaret. So we can clear up this quest and finally get back to Diluc's. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for stepping on you there, little cat. Hey, Margaret.
Hello, you 3. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation?
She sure has.
Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So
Thank
this is a casket of tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail.
Can't be bad for business.
You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your caskets of tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while.
You can win this.
Thanks.
She sure can.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, you do your best, Sucrose. Okay. Yep. All right. Oh no, we have to... Oh my gosh. I just want to play Diluc's quest. All right. It looks like we're doing some card games this week. Oh man. I am really not a fan of
There's a player nearby! Let's
Genius
go see.
Invocation, but I'm generally not a fan of this kind of style of card game. I'm not even that big on turn-based combat. I think the only exception to that is I'm really enjoying the turn-based combat in Honkai Star
I'm
Rail,
sorry.
which
Is
is
there anything I can assist the
MiHoYo's
two of you with?
latest game. Hi, Swan.
We want to become official Genius Invocation
I do like Swan, though.
TCG players. But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our casket of tomes led us to you.
Thank you for the exposition, Paimon.
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now.
When it comes to your attention that a citizen of Mondstadt is in need, you must come to their aid, promptly and willingly. Yeah, let's quote that textbook at
Are
him.
you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me?
We sure are.
So be it. Then let the duel begin.
All right. All right, what have we got going on here? We need to... Yeah. All right. I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't have anything we can, like, customize, so... Let's go. I know there are people who really enjoy this game. Let's just go with that. Like, sometimes when I'm on co-op, I'll see people who just be like, I'm a genius invocation god. I'm like,
This will
alright,
be
go off, I
interesting.
guess. Uh, there is a certain degree of... Actually, let's save some of those for... Alright. It's a pretty... It's pretty standard, ooh. Kind of basic combat type of game. Oh, nobody gonna die. We're just gonna do a little conversion there. We're gonna do a little whack. All right. So the plan this week was to do a Diluc story quest, but he's busy wanting to play some games, apparently. So again, I started this whole quest off stream to kind of blast through it without that, and we did run into Diluc, who was about to go give Kaya an ass whooping for leaving his cards around. Yeah, very much in the Diluc mindset. I went and reread a bunch of the official manga, which you can find you can find most of it up on the official Genshin site. There is, I think, some reason they stopped translating them for like the last 3 issues. So you can read most of it on there, and then I know that if you just Google it, there's some really good like fan translations that you can find. But it's sort of like a prequel to Genshin in a way, at least for the Mondstadt quests. And you get a lot into the kind of whole dynamic between Kaya and Diluc. Oh, we should probably heal him. Yeah. And a little bit more into really what happened that
Let's finish this.
Sort of led
swiftly.
Kaya, not Kaya, gosh, led Luke to leave the Knights of Favonius. And honestly, he had good reason to at the time. We're gonna whack. Get wrecked, Swan. I don't know what it is. I think it might just be like the lack of kind of the I think the dynamic animations are a lot of what make the combat in Genshin so much fun. But I know there are people who really enjoy this kind of thing. There we go. But yeah, this Diluc card here, he was not aware of its existence until Kaya went leaving them all over Mondstadt. True sibling behavior, honestly.
Gosh, I'd lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are.
Oh, Swan, you have no idea how much I've played this game.
Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
Swan, when are you not on duty?
Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
Is it Diluc? Can we free up Diluc for his quest? All right, Prince, what have you got for us?
I sensed that she had what it took to become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had expected.
Yeah, we obliterated him.
Defeat the opponent I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely. Not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
Naturally.
What ho, fellow voyagers.
Oh my gosh, Fischl! Is this how we're gonna meet Fischl?
Countenance when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so be it.
Oh hi, welcome to the stream.
A dueling desire. Be released from your shackles into the glorious arena of gladiatorial combat.
Oh my god, Fischl.
Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Main Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy your Genius Invocation TCG duel.
Oh man, Paimon, you I guess you do know these voices. We have not actually met Fischl yet on this account, so this is our Fischl introduction of all things. Oh my god. Oh.
I knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
I love them so much.
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when
Her
the
official
wisest of heroes
introduction.
is summoned can the master of cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin. Al de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds. Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Main Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true.
A duel between beginners? When you say watched many games.
Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if you got Fischl and Sino in a room together to play Genius Invocation? Like, Fischl would get absolutely obliterated. But I would pay to see that.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player!
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
I love Oz.
I shall not lose!
I love
Oz.
him so much.
What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Verurtelung? who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem?
Verily, 'tis time to duel.
Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
All right. I think after this, we'll be able to duel Diluc, and we'll finally be able to get back to Diluc's quest. Oh, man.
Ready when you are.
I will say, as much as I am not particularly fond of this game, I do like the card designs. Yeah, he did put off crime fighting to play some cards. I was in the middle of Diluc's quest, and it said I had to finish freaking Genius Invocation TCG first. Oh. Somehow that's so on brand.
By royal decree.
Yeah, we're just trying to get through this little card game quest here, which was not the plan this week, but here we are, so that we can get back to our Mondstadt Batman. I do think that it was a fun addition. I remember when like Genius Invocation was first launched. I think the most exciting thing was being able to go inside of the cat's tail, because before that we weren't able to see inside, and I'd been wanting to get inside ever since I saw it. I'm really hoping that at some point we'll get to see what the second floor of the Knights of Favonius is like. Though I think the location that I'm the most eager to see inside of would be the Palace of Alcazar.
Oh, so sorry.
Alcazarier? Or
Out of the way!
Dory's house. Dory's house in Sumeru. The one that Kaveh designed. Alcatraz, yeah. For real. Honestly, the metaphorical Alcatraz of his finances. Poor broke boy. I did record the entire Parade of Providence event on my main account, so that when I get to that point on this one, I'll be able to kind of go back and revisit that as well. I'm kind of doing that with all of the events, because those ones aren't replayable.
Let's light it up!
What am I going to do with the alt account? This one here? Yeah, this one I specifically made for replaying the game and going back and kind of revisiting. Oh, yeah, do that. The early quests, because I haven't ever replayed it before. And so there's that, and then also I have a couple friends. Oh. Yeah, sure, Fischl. I have a few friends who aren't really gamers, but were very interested in kind of the plot of Genshin. And so I started kind of playing this and doing both stream. I had one friend who said, oh, you should just stream it. And they sometimes will stop by. And then another friend who I record them for, and then I upload them so they can watch them like over on YouTube and kind of get the experience of the game without actually having to play it, because they're not really a gamer. Oh, we can probably use some healing. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really fun. I have some, because of that, I kind of have some, like, self-imposed rules I set up with this account. Like, I'm not using any characters until we actually meet them in-game. And whenever possible, I'm going to try and use the characters who kind of as close to as canonically would be there as I can. Which does mean that, like, I have a few characters who... like, I got Ning one, and I'm really excited to be able to start using her once we get to Liyue. I was so excited to get Diluc, though. We pulled him. I was actually going for... I was trying to get Nahida, actually, because I want to have her later when we get to Sumeru for the mind reading, you know. You want to see what everybody's inner thoughts are. But we lost the 50-50, but we lost it to Diluc, so, like, is it really losing? Gosh, he's so cool. I'm such a Diluc girly, honestly. Oh, his alternate outfit. Oh, I know.
Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path.
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Oh. Oh, Oz. This will be enough. Oh, nope. Ah. Oh, we're so close to being done with this. Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember when Diluc's alternate outfit dropped, people were losing their goddamn minds. Understandable. Is this overkill? Probably. Oh, that's so overkill.
Time for retribution!
Oh, I know. I don't have... I have Diluc on both my main account and this one, but I don't have his special little outfit because I try not to spend money on like skins for characters. But yeah.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision.
I do find it funny that the Diluc outfit is so much more than any of the other outfits. Like when they dropped that, they knew that people were going to be losing their minds over it, and they knew that people were going to break the bank for it.
Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Like early Genshin, they were all about like, hey, here's your anime waifus, and then they realized that they could make so much more by just adding a whole bunch of hot boys, honestly.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won 2 as well! Great work! It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
Mein Fräulein wishes to give you a Mein Fräulein character card.
Oh, we're so honored. Thank you, Princessin Fischl of the Imanakarite.
Wow, it's Fischl's character card!
I dare not take advantage of the princess's generosity.
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of genius invocation.
Oh man, Fischl's voice actress really gives it her all in every single line, and we love her for it.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Hopefully not another test. Oh gosh, please no
Probably not.
more.
Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player. Let's go get our prize. With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, mein Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So...
Oh, so be it. One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
One of my favorite instances of Fischl breaking character is when she realizes that her laundry is still out on the line when it's raining. All right.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end.
It sure
I knew
was,
you'd do it.
Shuyan. It sure
Congratulations.
was.
You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community.
Oh, thank God. I'm so delighted.
Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing
I do
all
like
new
Prince
official
with his little
TCG
hat.
players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius
I love
Invocation
this little
merchandise is
ginger
now
cat
available for you
here.
to purchase here at the Cat's Tail.
He's just like my cat
So you
Patrick
see,
for real.
becoming an official TCG player is really just the first. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game.
The invitation board?
Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want.
Patrick, yeah, I have 3 cats, Malka, Patrick, and Rhaenyra. Malka is the oldest. My
That's
roommate
it,
and I,
really.
we got her.
If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always
Gosh,
come
was
and
it
ask
7 or
me.
8 years ago? 7 years ago. We got her like 7 years ago. She was screaming outside of our neighbor's door in the middle of January. And he finally let her in, and then he came over. He's like, "Hey, you guys were planning to get a cat, right?" Which we were. And he's like, "Well, here's this homeless cat who just screamed outside of my door until I let her in." And she was in really good health. We did a lot of asking around to try and see if like she had any people anywhere, and we couldn't find anybody. And after a few months, she didn't have a chip or anything, so we ended up taking her in. And she kind of learned that day that if she screamed loud enough, she could get whatever she wanted, and she never forgot. But oh, she's absolutely wonderful. Very, very special cat. And then Patrick, we got him from my roommate's brother and sister-in-law because they foster kittens, and he was a little tiny orange baby that we took in. And then Rhaenyra is the baby. So Patrick, I think he's about 3 or 4 years old now. And then Rhaenyra is about 9 months old. Yeah. She's a little 9 months old, getting out of kittenhood into teenagehood. And she was, my old boss was sort of gifted her by a friend whose cat had a litter, and he doesn't know the first thing about animals and really has no no sense of animal care and really should not be a pet owner. He was gonna just stick her in like the warehouse in the back of my old workplace and have her be a mousing cat, but it was freezing in the middle of winter and it would not have been safe conditions for her. And so I kind of gave him a talking to about that and about how that was basically animal abuse, and I was not going to allow him to put her in conditions where she would honestly have died. She was only 5 weeks old, not even old enough to regulate her own body temperature, literally just weaned onto dry food like a few days before that. And so he said, like, all right, well, then I don't know what to do with her. Do you want to take her home? And I was like, well, sure, I guess. And that's how we ended up with 3 cats. And all of them are absolutely wonderful. I love them to bits. I would die for them.
Yes, indeed. I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry. I forgot to
I'm such a
translate
cat
for you.
mom.
Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Yeah, we make fun of Shuyun for translating for Prince, but I'm just like him for real. Okay. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so we did not need to duel Diluc. Some other character who was involved in that quest must have been barring us from it. Oh, but finally. Maybe it's one of the bystanders. Real quick, let's get rid of this guide. These little guide notifications. Get some of those sweet, sweet Prima Gems for it. Oh, and let's not do a... Here we go. Choop. There we go. Get back onto The Legend of the Darknight Hero at long last. Anthony. Anthony, I hope you're wearing waterproof boots. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Oh, well, you've caught me already, haven't you? It's just an ordinary water fountain, but somehow people treat it like a wishing well. Throwing their money away for nothing. But I could use that money. I'm in desperate need of money. Please don't tell anyone. Why do you need the money? Because Anna, my sister. You may have met her during the day. She's suffering from a rare disease, so she often comes here to make wishes. Why does it have to be her? She's such a kind and gentle kid. Why must it be her and not me? These coins somewhat make up for the medicine she needs, but I also work hard at my job, of course. If the Archons are watching, I'm sure they will forgive my actions. Oh, Anthony. Alright, but like, maybe don't just stand there getting your socks wet. Oh, I bet Margaret's the one who was holding us up.
You want to find out about the Darknight hero?
Dude, I sure do.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Darknight hero.
Just as I thought. It was you all along.
I'm joking. Don't take everything so seriously.
Huh.
Jokes aside, I do think that the Darknight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it?
So, you just wanted to flaunt your wealth.
No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
Alright, now I'm seeing why we had to finish that quest. Hi, Swan. Don't worry, I'm not here to obliterate you in Genius Invocation again. Anything the Knights can do for you? Trying to find out about the Darknight hero. I haven't heard a thing. I'm really out of the loop. Alright. What about you, Lawrence?
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow.
Guess what I did next?
Ran away?
I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight hero.
So you ran away.
So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius' residence.
Do you think the Dark Knight hero might be one of the knights?
Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Avonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights?
Oh boy, there's some baggage.
I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
Oh, you have no idea.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
Oh, is it Diluc Simp number 1? Yeah, alright. Yep, it is. Oh, Donna.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight hero.
My hero! Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on. How did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no. What am I going to do if Master Davis ever finds out?
Oh no, you're cheating on your crush with your other crush who you don't know is the same crush.
Huh? What's Diluc gonna do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans.
Oh,
then.
she's such a simp.
I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
No, Donna, I'm so sorry. He would never cheat on the winery like that.
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar.
Familiar? Could it be someone you know?
That I really do not know. Perhaps it was fate? You know, when you meet someone and it feels like you've known them your whole life.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea.
Paimon, there's like one of those in all of Mondstadt.
But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
Oh, Donna. Diluc doesn't have time for girls. He's too busy being married to the winery. Speaking of, we're just going to take a nice
Go
little
ahead and pick up some new pieces
seat
from
here
Sheriff's
by
blacksmith.
Stanley the Adventurer. And I'm gonna wait until nighttime.
It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Darknight hero.
I'll get wrecked.
The Darknight hero is Master Diluc?
After managing to steer clear of the guards' patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead.
The Darknight hero. I knew it was you all along.
Dark Knight Hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Darknight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Darknight hero of Mondstadt. We solved it. Now then, Mr. Darknight hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
All right, Batman.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original. Like, Captain Pie.
Pie?
Pie?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
Oh, hi. Thanks for stopping by the stream.
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual.
Have you been dealing with them alone the whole time? I love bugging him about the Knights of Favonius. Why don't you get the Knights of Favonius to help?
Who would be helping whom is debatable.
All right.
The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch. I cannot trust them to take this matter over.
Seems you have a history with the Knights.
What's past is past. I would prefer not to discuss it. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master Diluc? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a secret. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
Oh.
What's that sound? Yikes! I think
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
All right. Lips are sealed.
Hey, you're just gonna leave us like this?
It's all right. We're strong. Hey, get out of Mondstadt. Who invited you? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Darknight hero, in which case...
The Darknight hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Darknight hero is, her!
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to this city.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city? Rumors were circulating about the Darknight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Oh,
Why would you lie to me about that?
Sorry.
Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Darknight hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
seems like Huffman has something he really wants to say to you about the Darknight hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him.
The only complaint I have about Genshin Impact is that you can't pet the dogs. I want to pat his little head. Oh, look at him. Look at his little wagging tail. What a good boy. Gameplay-wise, I do generally prefer Genshin to Honkai Star Rail, but that is the one thing that I like better in Honkai Star Rail is that you can pet the dog. And you can give him little belly rubs and touch his little paw pats.
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Darknight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me?
Could I first ask what's going on?
Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting.
It has endured too long, your self-proclaimed something something, and hypocrisy. We hereby... we shall march full on to Mondstadt's front gate at... If you wish to cling to your so-called justice, don't sit idly by. Step up and accept. Otherwise, Mondstadt's shall take the fall in your stead.
Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Darknight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Darknight hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Darknight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt.
Thank you for the information.
If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
Yeah, we'll totally do that. Alright.
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order? This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away.
Oh, we're in it now, folks. You know, it just feels wrong to have Kaya in the party right now. We're just gonna
At the ready.
do a little swapperoo. There we go. As much as I would love to take Kaya back to the Dawn Winery right now, he does generally avoid the place.
Master Diluc! Just now, we were at the Knights of Avonius, and...
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order. I'm aware of it, though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
What?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
Great! So, what's the plan, Master Diluc?
I'm open to suggestions.
You really should join forces with the Knights.
No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order.
Oh yeah, that's the reason you won't. The Abyss Order.
They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance. If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I don't know if you read the official manga or really gotten into the reasoning behind why he left the Knights of Favonius, but that yeah, there's a lot of baggage there around his dad's death.
Ooh, the Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time.
Ouch.
What a sneaky little bunch those guys are.
Yeah, it is. So you get some of it in the Diluc's backstory. If you have him in your character roster and you get to a certain friendship level, you can read it in his backstory there. But it gets into more detail in it in the official manga on the Genshin website. And so the short version of what happened is that on Diluc, it was on Diluc's 18th birthday at this. It was like his dad ended up fighting this kind of drake that was terrorizing Mondstadt, and he managed to defeat it, but he died in the process. And it wasn't Varka, so it wasn't like the Grand Master. It was, I think he was like the Chief Inquisitor at the time, who found out about this, and he ended up basically telling Diluc that they needed to keep the fact that it was Diluc's dad who killed the drake a secret, and the Knights needed to take credit for it because, in this guy's words, people would lose confidence in the Knights of Favonius if they knew that a common merchant had done the job that had succeeded where the Knights of Favonius had failed. And he basically completely refused to acknowledge the sacrifice that Diluc's dad had made for the protection of Mondstadt. And Diluc went, well, fine, if that's what you're going to do and that's what you're going to stand by, I have no desire to be a part of an organization like that. And he took off his cloak, and he also, at that time, he basically like renounced his vision and left that behind too, but Kaya held on to it and managed to get it back to him later. But yeah, he had a really good reason for leaving. And the thing is, when Varka eventually learned about what had happened, he kicked that guy out of the Knights of Favonius, the guy who had made that decision. But by then, Diluc had been so burned by that organization that he had no interest in going back to it. So that's why he has a lot of respect for some individual members of the Knights. Like, he has insane respect for Jean, but he definitely sees her like unwavering loyalty to the Knights of Favonius as being a shortcoming, whereas she sees that as a strength. And Jean really wishes he would come back to the Knights because he was her superior there, and you know, they also were kind of childhood friends. She would hang out with like him and Kaya all the time because they were kind of in the same age group and social bracket. But yeah, so he has a lot of baggage around the Knights of Favonius and everything that happened with his dad, and around all the concepts of the need to keep up reputation when it comes to the Knights, which I kind of think probably also has a lot to do with. This is just kind of speculation, but I wouldn't be surprised if that contributed to him wanting to act more in the shadows in terms of his own sort of vigilante work.
There is a way, but for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order, used to spread messages within the organization.
Why would they send you a written message that only they can read?
It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other. And since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops and unite their strength.
Wow, seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then? How do we un-gibberishify it?
And gibberish-fy.
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Let's go beat up the Abyss Order. Which is something Diluc did for like 2 years. After his dad died and he left the Knights, he kind of went on like an Abyss Order murder rampage for like 2 years before he came back to Mondstadt. And he did that all without his vision mind, because he'd left his vision behind. He didn't get his vision back until Kaya didn't even really like officially give it back to him. He sort of snuck it into Diluc's house in like a vase for him to just kind of find. But yeah, the whole incident around Diluc's dad's death was also like, yeah, I know Kaya and Diluc already had kind of, you know, they had that kind of sibling tension, you know, but the fact that Diluc stayed, actually let's get him in our party real quick. The fact that Kaya stayed with the Knights. There we go. While Diluc left on account of that was definitely something that continued to kind of further the divide between them. Like, they're very much family and very much care about each other, but there's a lot of baggage there. His coat looks so cozy. How far across the map? Oh, we're gonna teleport there. that is a long walk. Oh, well, this is awkward. Well, one of us has to change. There we go.
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind of place the Abyss Order likes to camp out. Come on. There's no time to lose.
All right. Bring Barbara along for some nice healing. There we go. Oh, he's so cool.
Burn!
I'm so dramatic. Oh, I love raw meat from random boxes in abandoned temples. Definitely up to food safety standards.
Verdict is...
Come a little closer.
Windblade!
Oh, hey, come back here. There we go. Chest. Love to see it. Ouchie. Rude.
Time for retribution!
Oh, I love him. He's so dramatic. The theatrics that he and Kaya get up to. Ouch. First of all, rude.
Prepare to be blown away!
Now why? Oh, who is that? Oh, there you are.
Burn!
Let's
Here's
dance!
a little healing for our boy.
You're in for a little shock.
Oh, rude.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
A little zap zap. Yeah.
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
I am no knight of Favonius. Now start talking. Your plan. What is it?
Yeah, don't insult him like that.
I see you received our letter. But if you think
I
I'm
know
going to let you in
they
on our
talk and they have their
secrets,
little,
I'm
like,
afraid you're quite mistaken.
silly little voices.
You appear to have misunderstood the situation you're in.
Oh my god, holy shit, Lumine. Oh, wow, okay, Lumine. The option, burn him with searing hand.
Did you just use a pyro vision to shoot fire from your head?
Holy shit, Lumine just went like, yeah, just torture him straight up.
Let's see
Peace was
how
never
long
an
it
option.
takes for you to crack.
Burn him with searing hand again. Holy shit. Well, we're here now. Just burn him again. Yeah, go for it.
Playing dead won't help you. That fire was nowhere near strong enough to... Oh, he seems to have passed out. Hey, you sleep when I say you can sleep.
Holy shit.
It burns.
Holy shit. Oh.
I'll talk. Ow, ow, ow. Please, stop. I'll tell you everything. Disorder. We've amassed a force bound by a shared hatred for the Darknight hero. They will
It's like an anti-fan club.
Mondstadt city gates at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. That's everything I know. Please, don't make me suffer those flames again.
That's it? Well, I doubt you'd be foolish enough to keep anything else hidden.
Damn. Yeah, they have their little tiny voices and trying to be so intimidating.
Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare. I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say, Master Diluc, sir.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago, Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's People Not to Tick Off Under Any Circumstances list.
Yeah, she'll absolutely fuck with an Archon, but Diluc absolutely not. Oh, man. Alright, we gotta tell them about the Darknight Hero Rally happening at 10 p.m. tomorrow night. Don't forget to wear your I Hate the Darknight Hero shirt. Now on sale.
If we do not make contact with the Darknight hero soon...
What are we to do about the Abyss Order's challenge?
Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Darknight hero is proving to be something of a headache. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is?
Join forces with the Darknight Hero?
No, that would send a signal that the Knights are in favor of the Darknight's hero's continued presence in our city, which we are not. Encouraging this kind of individual heroism undermines the Knights' authority.
There it is.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
That's why Diluc doesn't want anyone to know, and that's why he left the Knights of Favonius.
Find out the Darknight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Darknight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Darknight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony.
Just like, what? Has it been like 3-4 years later? Still the same old problem.
Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Darknight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Darknight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Ah, Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night. All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
Oh, Kaya, you little shit.
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Darknight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
True sibling behavior.
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today. But Paimon doesn't understand. How is Kaya so sure he knows who the Darknight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible.
I have no desire to have kids, but if I ever did have a kid, I would definitely be like that mom who dresses up their little baby as Paimon. Oh, sorry, Pallid. You can get yourself out of this one. Just let Pallid take an ass whooping this time. Maybe he'll learn to be less reckless. He won't, but one can hope. One can dream. Yeah, it's good character building exercise.
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Yes, about Kaya. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated. All we need to do now is think of a counterplan.
Steer clear of the tavern, for starters.
That won't work. It will only arouse the Knights' suspicion if I don't show up as they're expecting. That's what Kaya is counting on.
So what are we gonna do?
Patience. Let me think for a moment. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alibi?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on! Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
Oh, wait. Do you have anything else to say? Nope. All right. Oh, wow. How'd you get out here so fast? By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
So many mist flowers.
Oh,
Great.
because I had already had them in my
Can't wait
inventory.
to see how this
yeah.
turns out.
I'm a chronic hoarder in this game.
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
Oh my goodness. The winery owner himself is addressing me directly. Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
Huh? What's so life-threatening about this?
Please, excuse me. I must get to work.
What's he gonna do with a bunch of mist flowers?
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery was experimenting with some new flavors. They wanted to see if mist flower can truly add a crisp and refreshing taste. Sure enough, they discovered that the flower's extract is truly potent.
So the new batch is selling like hotcakes?
No, not potent in terms of attracting customers, but slimes. Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive. For them, this substance is simply irresistible. So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble I could cause now that I know this.
Yikes! What noise?
Oh, cold! So cold! Oh, Master Diluc, purification complete, sir. But the equipment is...
Marvelous work. Don't fret about the equipment. I shall have my butler order more immediately.
Marvelous! Jolly ho! Spiffing! Somebody fetch the butler! Paimon never knew you had to be so well-spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Wow! It really has a strong elemental whiff. Can we test it out?
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
All right, if you say so.
And then... that's it? How long does it take before...
Oh, look at them.
Holy moly, it really does attract slimes! And even more than we expected.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We'd better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
Will do. We'll just ignore that background, Diluc. He's not there. He's an illusion. Oh, there's more? More slimes? Ah, there they are. I have a lot of affection for Animo slimes, but Cryo slimes are, I think, the worst slimes. I don't know, they just always seem a little bit tougher than all the other ones, even though they're Geo slimes.
Ooh, such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing. All right, so can you tell us what your plan is now, Master Diluc?
Yes, the plan is... And so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Oh, we're doing one of those. We're doing one of those, the character here's the plan, but we get to see the plan.
Are you sure it will work? You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start.
His plan is he does whatever the fuck he wants.
Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that right?
Sure.
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as per the plan.
Let's wait until evening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.
To the Angel's Share we go. Hi, Stanley. Hope you don't mind if we sit down next to you and... Oh. No, I'm not here. I'm not here to talk to you, Stanley. I'm just here to sit down. Just gonna take a seat next to Stanley and wait for some time to pass again.
Greetings, Mr. Huffman of the Knights of Favonius. To what do I owe the pleasure at this hour?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two. Ah, Traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice. Aw, but Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
I also forgot to bring mine. Can I start a tab?
Apologies. We do not give credit here.
Well, in that case, let this be my treat.
No need. We'll be back in a jiffy.
You'd better get on with it. I can't wait all evening.
It's only a couple of fruit juices. Really, let me get them for you.
Huffman showed up just as expected. Okay, remember the plan? Go to the city's side gate and place the elemental bait.
I wonder if Paimon turned that into a rhyme to help herself remember.
Whoa! You used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic. Yikes! Here comes the slimes! Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us!
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle. No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner. If he were to overhear me...
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
Diluc's just like, oh, tell me more.
One moment.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
What is it? What happened?
It's... slimes, Mr. Huffman.
Slimes. You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there are more slimes out there now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together.
Whoa!
What a surprise.
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon. But I have another matter to attend to here.
Oh? The matter of your dandelion wine?
Get his ass, Diluc.
No, that's not what I meant.
So this is how the Knights of Favonius conduct themselves in a crisis.
Weaponizing their need for validation.
The Abyss Order is encroaching on the city gates, and your response is to sit here drinking wine? It's like I've always said, the Knights are not to be trusted.
Master Diluc is right. My conduct here has been below par. I shall set off at once. But first, may I have a quiet word?
Huh?
Shh, keep your voice down. I presume you know what this is about. Please watch Diluc for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances. I must head to the side gate, but I'll be back shortly. I'm counting on you.
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
Okay. Let's just leave the slime crisis to the knights and deal with the abyss crisis with Master Diluc. Oh gosh, that's a lot of hilly trolls.
Ah, there you are.
Dealing with you will be the easy part.
Oh, he's changed swords like 3 times over the course of this. Oh, he's so cool.
Be gone!
Oh, hey. Ouchie.
Windblade!
Oh, there's more. So you have chosen death.
Classic Master Diluc. Not a baddie left standing.
Nothing more than a few hilly churls.
And we didn't even hurt the pigeons.
No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied. Best get back to the tavern.
Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Glad that's settled. Let's get back to the tavern. You think Huffman is back yet?
Oh. There she is. The #1 simp in Mondstadt.
All I can think about is Diluc.
You gotta try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. We made it in time.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
Master Diluc, please, have you no respect at all? How come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you?
I just did some squats.
Is that so? But why now, of all times, for the love of Barbados?
Uh-oh, Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire, did you see Master Diluc, today's bartender, did you see him leave just now?
Yikes, he's asking other customers. We're done for.
Master Diluc? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
I see.
Mr. Huffman, your dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the knights.
Oh, never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem. How odd.
Whew, that was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from the Dawn Winery.
They're all in on it?
Not all of them.
Oh.
Or should I say, not all of us.
Kaya, where did you come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
As he does.
What? You've been here this whole time?
Correct. The Darknight Hero's Alibi. I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
Come now, Diluc. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets. I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Darknight hero would really go. And you did not disappoint.
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally. I must say, though, one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Darknight hero would actually need help from other people.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case. Just one last thing before I go.
It had better be the very last thing.
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, Diluc. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
What was all that about?
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
Wow! Thanks, Master Diluc.
I'm in the habit of working alone. But I did enjoy having your assistance this time. In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
All right. Well, with that completed, I think that is where we're going to close up today's stream. And then next week, I think we're going to be, we're going to be doing I believe, we need the Lupa call. That's Razor. Yeah. We're going to be doing Razor and then probably a couple little world quests, which we'll actually have time for since we won't be all caught up with freaking Genius Invocation like we're for the first half of this stream. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. This was honestly a blast. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and for everybody who stopped by for Twitch. And then also for anyone who's watching the recording of this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more like this. I generally upload these on the Saturdays following the streams that are on Thursdays. I have been doing kind of 4 to 6 p.m. PST, but I'm thinking I might nudge it back a little bit to more 3 or 3:30 to kind of 5:30 like we're doing today. Kind of still experimenting with what times work best with my schedule and also with the schedules of the people who are interested in watching. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.